Hey guys, Mr. Megahyre back here. This is going to be my first impression video on Soul Eater. Um, just so you know before I start, although I have volumes 1 to 3 up there, this isn't going to cover 1 to 3, it's only 1 to 2. I only have 3 up there, so you can see the third Meister weapon pairing, so that's the only reason that's there. So before I get in the actual review, I'm just going to go over a few facts about the story, who releases it, when it started, things such as that. So it's released by Yen Press, as you can see. And it's first volume was released in October of 2009 in English. It is actually a complete story right now. It goes 25 volumes and it's complete, like I said. So the story is ended right now. Nothing else is coming out for it. It has a spin-off series, Soul Eater Not. I haven't read it, so I can't speak much on it. But yeah, there's a thing. That is a thing. And then there's also an anime as well. 51 episodes. It's animated by Bones. I own it, and it is a great anime. Very well made. Animation is great. No complaints from me. It basically is set in the universe where there's these pairings and they're Meisters and weapons. And their goal is that the weapon itself has to eat 99 human souls and then 1 witch soul. And then once that is accomplished, it becomes the death weapon, which the Shinigami himself uses that weapon from then on out. These students and pairings, they go to school DWMA Academy. It's ran by the Shinigami himself, the one that would be using the weapons once their goal was accomplished. And there's 3 main Meister and weapon pairings in the series. As you can see on the cover of Volume 1, there's Maka and Soul. And they're the first people we meet in the series. They're actually the closest to getting the death weapon. They have the 99 human souls, and they only need the witch soul. And they actually come across a witch, or someone they believe to be a witch, Blair. And they kill her, and he eats her soul, but it ends up not being a witch soul. And it becomes a human soul. So he actually eats 100 human souls, so he basically has to start over. And then it cuts into Black Star and Tsubaki. As you can see, they are on cover 2. He's an assassin, but he's very egotistic. He basically screws up every mission because in every mission he'll just go in yelling. Like, there's missions they can complete easily, and he basically just messes them up. So it basically leads to them not having collected a single soul yet. And it's pretty upsetting because Tsubaki herself is actually a great weapon. Multiple people have said without her, he wouldn't even be doing as well as he is. But when he needs to perform, he does. During their little arc in the first volume, you find out that the stronger a human is, the more souls you can collect. So say that there's a very strong samurai around. If you kill him, he counts then more than 1 human soul. He can count as much as 99 human souls. And then the third is Death the Kid and Patty and Liz Thompson. They're on cover 3. He is Shinigami's son, and he is probably the most powerful out of the 3, but he has a thing with symmetry where if it's not correct, he just loses it, like to the point where he can't even fight anymore, which actually brings some like comic relief in this series, and it's really funny. But definitely like the strongest pairing, and it's pretty cool because it's even said in the manga that he doesn't even have to do all this hunting for souls and stuff. He can just wait till someone does it because he's a Shinigami himself. But he still wants to do it himself and make his own weapons, which is... And then, after that, because, Black Star and Tsubaki are underperforming, and Maka and Soul currently have 0 souls as well, they're actually given a special assignment by Shinigami himself, and if they can't complete it, they're going to get expelled. So their goal is that they have to go deal with one of their previous teachers, Sid, and he became a zombie and was brought back to life by Dr. Stein. And this is where you get a little bit of backstory on Maka's dad. Maka's dad is the current Death Scythe. So basically, Maka's mom was her dad's like Meister, but they ended up getting a divorce, so she doesn't really like him anymore. And you find out that the guy that brought Sid back to life, the teacher, was actually her dad's first partner and one of the strongest people to ever graduate from the academy. And they ended up finding out that it was basically just a task that they gave them. Like Dr. Stein, the partner of Maka's dad before, and the teacher were all part of it. There's never really any harm going to be brought to them in the first place. So, following some battle scenes and some fights, they end up going back to school, and Dr. Stein ends up becoming their teacher. And basically, Death the Kid ends up seeing all this and wants to enroll in the academy himself, because previously he wasn't. He was just collecting the souls, like freelancing, basically. And then in Volume 2, we get introduced to two new characters, Medusa and Krona. Medusa is this really evil witch who just wants to take down the academy, and she has Krona, which I'm actually not going to go into detail about her because I think she's a really well-developed character, and I think she's just one of the greatest things that happened in this series, and I kind of want you guys to figure it out for yourselves. But basically, ends up coming down to where Krona has her own weapon, and Krona and Maka end up fighting, and Soul gets seriously injured to the point where he has to get like hospitalized, and Krona almost kills Maka and Soul, both of them, but her dad and Dr. Stein come and save them in the end. The last two panels of the chapter, or volume 2, my bad, you find out that Medusa is actually the nurse at the academy. So it basically just leads into his whole like trying to find out who the witch is, but she's actually there the entire time. It's really good. I've read up to volume 10, and it's a great series. I highly recommend it. It's really good. The artwork is great in this series. I don't know why, but it's one of those series where I really like reading it around October, like Halloween time, because it has really like Halloween kind of feel to it. Now I'm going to show you some of the artwork. There's Maka's dad. Yeah, so the artwork isn't anything great, but it's definitely suffice enough for the series. And like I said, definitely a really great series to read out around Halloween because it has that really like creepy, ominous vibe to it. Up around October, if you want to like Halloweenish manga to read, definitely pick up Soul Eater. I wouldn't say put it on the top of your list to pick up, to be honest. It's a shonen manga. It has its tropes that are continue throughout all of them. Like, shonen is shonen. Like, only so many things can be done in shonen. But this does have some unique things to it, which I give it props. But yeah, definitely pick it up. I wouldn't say pick it up right away, but if you see that store, definitely pick it up if you want. 25 volumes is not too huge of a commitment, and from what I've heard, near the end of the series, it actually basically goes into a seinen manga. It's not even shonen at the end because supposedly it gets really gory and bloody and gets pretty intense at the end. I haven't gotten there yet, but I definitely want to get there. So yeah, I'll do a review on it once it gets to that point, once I get it. But yeah, let me know if you guys have read Soul Eater already in the comments, what you thought of it, if you're going to pick it up, if you plan on picking it up. And if you want to see a full review of this once I have it all collected. And another great thing to do would be recommend some series that you want me to review in the future. I'm picking up a lot of manga recently, so if you just give me some manga to pick up, I'll definitely pick them up and review them for you. First impressions, reviews. Speaking of manga pickups, look out in the next week and a half for the biggest manga pickup I've had since I started collecting. It's gonna be over 70 volumes, so I'm pretty excited to put that video out. It's pretty great. Let's just say I got a series that I didn't think I'd get. So, yeah. Let me know what you guys thought. Leave a like and comment if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.